Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our MCB Business Online Banking webinar. My name is Shurens Katraulo, and today we will be talking about our new MCB Business Online Banking platform. We will go over the new features and benefits. I will explain how you can get access to your accounts on this new platform. We will have a walkthrough of the whole activation process, and then we will have a question and answer session where you can ask your questions, and I will answer as much as them as possible. Okay, so without further ado, basically our new business online banking platform is the new platform that is going to replace MCB Direct Business. This new platform includes a mobile banking application, so you will be able to access your account now through the mobile app, and it knows two types of users. The first one is the master user, and the other one is the end user. The master user is actually the user that all of our clients have been receiving through the email in these past couple of months. And basically this user is a user that can only create, control, and manage all of the end user. So with the master user, the client is able to make changes to his or her online banking setup without being dependent on the bank. So let's say an employee is not working anymore, and you need to deactivate the user and create a new user for someone else. Those type of changes would have to, in the past, they would have to, you would have to contact the bank, and then we would make the changes. But now you can do this independently through the master user. Okay. Very important to note is that the master user can only log in through a browser application. So the master user cannot be accessed through the mobile app. Only the end users are able to log in on the mobile app. And the master user, I will repeat it one more time, it's only an administrative user. So it cannot view accounts, it cannot make any payments. The only thing the master user can do is create new users, deactivate them, apply the rights that these users may have, and so forth. Contrary to the master user, the end user is the user that you will be actually using every day. These are the users that can access the accounts. The end users can make payments, and the end user can log in on the mobile app as well as on the browser. Okay, a very important difference between Direct Business and MCB Business Online is that you can have multiple end users for one account. Okay, and all these end users can have multiple rights or different rights. So you can have an end user that can only prepare payments. You can have one that can only authorize payments. And then you can have one that can do both. So that's a user with full rights. Okay, so now we will go over some of the major differences between the current Direct Business and the Business Online. The first one is that with Direct Business at the moment, our instant payments, these are the payments that are made to other local banks. So for example, you're paying Banco de Caribe, Vidanova, RBC. These payments are only processed once per day, and that's between 4 and 5 p.m. in the afternoon. On the new platform, these payments will be processed right away, 24/7. So it doesn't matter when you insert one, it will be processed right away. Another difference is the limit. Right now, the limit is 25,000 guilders for local payments per day, or 20 transactions. On our new platform, the new limit is 100,000 guilders for local payments and then 50,000 guilders for international payments. And this platform knows no transaction limits. Okay. The current ePass that you are currently using to log in as second factor authentication will be replaced with the Entrasoft token. So instead of walking around with the ePass, now you will have your Entrasoft token with you on your mobile device, or you can install it on your computer. The transaction fee of 106 will remain the same. However, right now it is being charged at the end of the month. So the sum of all the transactions that you had in that month will be charged at the end of the month. And then on the new platform, it will be charged right away together with the transaction. With direct business right now, only authorized signatories that are registered at the bank can have a user. On the new platform, the master user is the one that needs to be registered at the bank, but the master user decides who can have end users. So it's not necessarily for authorized signatories. The current system only allows for two types of users, which is basically a user that has full rights or a user that can view only. On the new platform, as I mentioned before, you can have segregation of duties. So you can have a user that will prepare the payments. We call that user a maker. You can have a user that then will authorize these payments. That's called the authorizer. And then you can have a user that's both a maker and an authorizer, and that's a user that has full rights. Additionally, of course, you can also have users that can view only. One of the most common complaints that we had on the current system is the receipt. It's only available at the time of authorization of the payment. And if our clients, for some reason, did not print it at that moment, they will not have the receipt anymore. Now, with the current, the new platform, we have cyber receipts, which you can access at any time. And of course, direct business does not have a mobile application, and our new platform does. Okay, so the main question or the main concern that most of you have right now is how to actually get access on the new platform. And basically, 3 steps are required in order for you to do so. The first step is to log in and activate the master user. So everyone received a master user through their emails. So they would have to log in on that master user, activate it by creating a e-code. And then once that is done, they will go to step 2. Step 2 is to create the end user. So here you would have to actually log in on your master user, and then follow the steps to create your end user. And then finally, the final step, step 3, that is the first time login with the end user. So now we will be going through a demonstration of how this is done. I forgot to mention, but feel free, if you have any questions, you can ask them throughout the presentation. It's not necessary to wait till the end. Okay, so the first step is, with the master user that you receive, you will go on our website, or there's a link. The link was sent in the email, and then you will log in with your master username. Click on continue. You will receive a message that tells you that you are about to be redirected. You click on confirm, and this brings you to the self-service portal. It is important to note, in the self-service portal, 4 steps are required in order to activate the e-code. If for any reason a customer cannot complete these 4 steps at once and needs to log out of the self-service portal, in order to continue with the process, he or she needs to click on the link that says self-service portal below the continue button. Because once you've started the process in the self-service portal and you come back to try and sign in with the master user, it will not redirect you anymore. Okay. So here we log in with the master username, and then as password, you would have to use your current password for direct business. Click on login. This is the first step, the password change. So current password will be your temporary password, so the one for direct business, and then new password and confirm password. There you have to create a new password. This password needs to meet the requirements below. So all the crosses, all the X's below should change in a green check mark. Basically, the password needs to contain a minimum of 9 characters, and it has to be a combination of capital letters, small letters, and numbers. No special characters or anything like that. Okay. The next step is step 2. This is the personal information. Here, you are required to verify and update the information if incorrect information is placed here. So check the email address. If it needs to be changed, you can remove what's written there and then type in the correct one. Check default in the back, and then phone number. It needs to be corrected in the correct format. You can find the correct format at the right side of the screen. So for Curaçao, for instance, the correct format is +599 space 9 and the 7-digit phone number. Okay. Once this is done, you can click next. And then we get to the third step of the process, which is the question and answers. Here, you would have to choose a question from the drop-down list and type in the answer. Very important to note is that this is case sensitive. So this means that if you use a capital letter, when you go to the next step to answer, you have to use capital letters again. If you use the space, make sure that it's only 1 space, so it's case sensitive. You repeat this 3 times, and then the final question is user defined. Here, you will create a question of your own. This can be in English, it can be in Dutch, it can be in Papiamento, it doesn't matter. And then you also type in your answer. Once this is done, we click on next. And then this brings you, it will ask you to confirm the questions that you enter, and then it will bring you to this menu. And this is the final step in the activation of the master user. So basically, right now, we have to activate an E-code. This is the last option from the menu. So you click on there, and then it will ask you to confirm if you want to activate an E-code. We say yes. And here it asks you if you have downloaded the Entrust Identity app already. Okay, so we have a couple of customers that are using the Entrust app already for MCB Direct Corporate. We also have some customers that are using Entrust with other banks, so RBC, Vidanova. So all these customers that already have installed or are using Entrust can go ahead and click yes. This will bring them to the activation options. Right now, we are going to go through the steps for the clients that do not have Entrust installed yet, and then we will get back to the activations options. Okay? So if you're a customer that does not have Entrust app installed, neither on your phone or on your computer yet, you click on No. Here, you have to leave it at the first option, I haven't downloaded, and then click on Next. And it will bring you to this page. So basically, the customer that would like to download the Entrust app on their phone or on their tablet, all they have to do is go to the App Store or Play Store, search for the Entrust app. You can see the icon. That's the way it looks. And install it on the device. For the customer that would like to download it on their computer, they would have to click on the link on the page. So this brings them down on the download page of Entrust, and then depending on which device they have, if it's an Apple or Windows, they will choose the options to download the Entrust. For Windows, most of our customers use Windows. For Windows, they have to use the final option, which is Windows desktop option. Okay. And then once the app, just a recommendation. We recommend to have the Entrust installed on your phone. The reason why we do that is it makes you more mobile. If you download the Entrust on your computer, that's the only place that you will be able to log in on the master user, because the Entrust is installed there and it is needed for the second factor authentication. So by installing it on your phone, it's just the app that you're installing. So you will be more mobile. If you're on a vacation or whatever, you can still access your accounts. Okay, so once the app is downloaded, you go back to self-service portal, and then we switch over to option 3, where we say that we have downloaded and installed the app. This brings us then to the activation options. Yes, this menu is important. There are 4 options to activate the Entrust on your E-code. The first option, no, let me do this first. So our clients that have installed the Entrust on their computer, they would have to choose option 4 in order to activate the Entrust. Yes. Our clients that are working on a tablet, so they're on their mobile device and are trying to install the Entrust, they would have to use option 1. I would like to automatically activate my E-code. And then for our customers that will install the Entrust on their phone, but they're busy on the computer, they can use the option of number 3, which is by QR code. We will continue with the demonstration of how it works if you use number 3. Okay, so you will get the QR code from the self-service portal, and beneath the QR code, there's a password. Yes. So once you're on this page, we go now to our mobile device. We open our Entrust app that we have downloaded. We click on Add Identity and then choose the option for QR code. And then we scan the QR code from the self-service portal. Next, it will ask you for an activation code, and this is the password that's listed below there. Okay. So what happens is it automatically inserts all the information needed to activate the soft token. The name will show as MCB, but here you have to remove MCB and type in your master user name. So in this example, we removed MCB and we have written ENG master user 01. Okay, then you click on activate. You would have to create a 4-digit PIN, 4-number PIN here. So enter the PIN, and then you have to repeat the PIN. So you confirm it. Click on confirm. Then the app will ask you if you would like to enable biometrics. If you confirm, this means that you can use facial recognition or fingerprint in order to access your soft token. So if you want that, you click on confirm. If not, you skip, and then you will always have to log in using your 4-digit PIN that you created. And this is how you know that your token has been successfully activated. Your E-code. Then we go back to the self-service portal, click on next. It will tell you that the E-code has been completed, activation has been completed. You click on OK, and it brings you to the final menu, and you're done. So here, we just log out, and that concluded step 1. So now our master user has been activated, and we can go ahead to step 2, which is to create the end user. In order to do so, we go back to the online banking website, and then we will log in with our master username. Click on continue. It will ask you for the new password you created, and it will also ask you for an E-code. So the E-code, you would have to go to the Entrust app and get the number that is visible at that moment. Once logged in, it's gonna ask you to accept the terms and condition. You click on accept, and now you are actually logged in to your master user. This is how it looks. So as you can see, the master user has only 2 options, basically. For the customers that are using personal online banking with us, you can see it's the same look and feel. And basically, the master user has only settings and alerts. In order to create the end user, we have to go to settings and then user management. Click on the plus new user option. And then you get this page where you can create your own username. We recommend to maintain the 4 capital letters that's in front of your master user. And then you can add digits to it or your name to it. That's up to you. The only requirement is that the username needs to have at least 7 characters. Yes. So then you go ahead and you fill in the email address. Very important that this email address is correct, because this is the email address where the username and the temporary password for the end user will be sent to. Okay. Next is the phone number. Here you have to type in everything together. So it's +5999 and then the phone number all together. And then you have the first name and the last name field. What we recommend is on the first name, enter the full name. So type in as well the first name as the last name in the first name field. And then in the last name field, type in the name of the organization. The reason why we do that is that it's easier later on to distinguish between all the users that you have on your app. Because if we do not do that, all users and all the E-codes will have your first and last name, and it's not going to be easy to distinguish which E-code or which user is for which account. Okay. Next, here you can select the right that the user is going to have. So let's say you want to have a user that can only input payments or that can only view accounts. you would have to then check mark the first option only. User can input new transactions. Okay. If you want to create a user that can only authorize, then you would leave the first one unchecked, and then you check the second option. And of course, if you're the owner and you want a user that can do everything, you select both. Once the selection has been made, you will, the limits of the setup will appear. So here we recommend to just select the maximum. If you know for a fact that you do not want to make use of the 100,000 guilders limit, you can lower it here. So let's say 50,000 guilders. It's up to you. But in principle, you can just check mark all the boxes, and it will automatically fill in the maximum limit for the setup. The higher part, that's for the browser application, and then the lower part is for the app. Yes, then you click on create new user. It will ask you to confirm with your e-code. You have a chance to verify the information if everything is good, and then you can confirm it with your e-code. Next, at this page where it tells you the user has been successfully created. We're not done yet, because now we have to assign accounts to the users, and we have to assign transactions to the user. So click on assign, and this to this page where if a client has more than one account, or if they have loans or credit cards, here is where all the accounts will be listed. And then the master user can decide which account this specific end user will get access to. Yes. So all you have to do is then check mark the box behind the account number, and then click on submit. Okay. Once this is done, you have to confirm again by entering your e-code and clicking on confirm. This will lead us to the final step, which is transaction management. So now the user has, it has a username. It knows which accounts it has access to. And now we're going to give the user the rights to the transactions he or she can make. So here, if it's a user with full rights, you can simply check the top box, which is in front of transaction type, and all the boxes will be selected. But let's say you would you want a user to only have viewing rights, right? In that case, only the top options under account information, those are the only options that would have to be checkmarked. The rest can remain unchecked. Okay, and very important is the limits, so the authorization limits. If a user again has full rights, you can simply click once on the top set max, and it will automatically fill in the setup limits for all the options. If you want to lower that, then you would have to manually, one by one, enter the amount everywhere where you see a line. So for instance, right now on the screen, you can see by own account transfer, there's a line behind it in front of the set max. There you would have to enter the amount you would like the user to, the limit that you would like the end user to have. Okay, so once that is done, you click on submit. You will get the option again to check everything. If everything is okay, you can confirm with your e-code. And then we are done setting up the end user, so we can log out of the master user. And then we go to step 3, which is the first time login for the end user. This needs to be done on the mobile app. So basically, we go to the MCB mobile app. If you're already using it for your personal online banking, you would have to click on the option that says login with another user. If this is the first time going on the mobile app, you will receive this screen where you can enter your end user right away. So fill in the end user, click on continue. It will ask you to, for the password, there you would have to insert the temporary password that was sent to the email address that you registered for the end user. Okay, once logged in, right away it will ask you to change the password. So again, current password is your temporary password that you received in the mail, and then new password and confirm password is your new password that you will be creating. Just a tip, since you're not going to be using the master user as regularly, we recommend you can use the same password that you had for the master user for your end user. This way you don't have to remember too many passwords, right? So change the password, submit. Once that's completed, it will ask you to register the device. So this is where you will be activating an e-code for the end user, and you will be creating a PIN that you are going to continue to use when you log in on your app. So this is the next page. The PIN that you have to create here for the MCB mobile app is 5 digits. So you enter the PIN twice, click on submit, and then confirm. And you are logged into your online banking account on your mobile device. This is the way it will look once it has been completed. As you can see on the screen, the first account says, welcome Mrs. Shuranska Trouwloon. And then on the right, you see in the back a second, let's call it avatar. So you will be swiping between the two profiles. So in my case, in the example, I have my personal profile, and then you see the other one in the back. Okay. Now let's say you don't want to log in on the app. You want to sit behind your computer and log in onto your business account. All you have to do is go on the MCB Online Banking page. You enter your end user, click on continue, password. You have to enter your new password that you created for the end user, and then it will ask you for the e-code. In order to get the e-code, you have to click on e-code generator. This can be found on the MCB mobile app below your name. So click on e-code generator, and here you will find the e-code. It will ask you to enter your PIN, 5-digit PIN, and voila, you have your e-code, which you can then enter on the MCB website. Yes, so basically that concludes our walkthrough. So now we will go right away into the Q&A session, where I will try to answer most of the questions that you have. Yes. Let's see our first question. Mamina que contesté, pregunta Gemini. Yes, detailed history has been removed. Why? Detailed history has not been removed. Basically, in order to locate your, in this case, on a new platform, transaction history, all you have to do is go to accounts and then click on the account number, and that will show you the transactions that you had. I started a new system, and per payment, you see on the statement now 3 lines. One with the payment, one with the 1 guilder, one with the 6 cents. This is very labor intensive and user unfriendly. Can that be adjusted? We will take your suggestion and your comment into account, and we will see if something can be done in regards to that. The Entrasoft, is it also for personal accounts? Yes, so it's basically one Entrust app, and it's used right now for MCB personal accounts, for direct corporates. RBC is also using it. So basically, it's the same app. The only thing is, in the app, you will have different identities, which you would have to give names so you know which one you're using at that moment. How can I install the Entrasoft token on my computer? We went through the steps just now. This webinar will be available on our website, so you will be able to access it online. If not, you can always call us, and we will assist you with this. We will guide you through the process. Our number is 466-1021. Buen día, info aquí en Porta na Papiamento. We have also webinars in Papiamento that will be available on the website also shortly, so you can follow that. Can the master user be the same user as the end user? No, unfortunately, this is not the case. So everyone, regardless if you're the owner or you're the only one that has online banking for the business, you have to create an additional end user in order for you to make payments. Is the login in the MCB Direct business site, or as in the example in the MCB Online Banking? Yeah, so the login for the new business online banking platform is the same as in the example. In order to find it, you can go directly to the MCB website, so mcb-bank.com. Click on the orange bar that says Online Banking Login, and then you have to click on the Business tab, and you will get the link to that will send you directly to the new website. Good morning. If I am a one-man business, I don't need to register a master user, only an end user, right? If you are a one-man business, like you call it, you still need the master user. So you have to activate the master user in order to create your end user. But basically, once that's done, practically you won't be using the master user anymore. You will continue to use the end user daily to make payments and transactions. We are a small company. Master user is also end user. How should we proceed to be able to create end user, which at the same time is master user? Okay, so you have to think about the master user like this. The master user runs or administers your online banking setup for your business, right? So the master user is the user of your business. And then through the master user, you can create end users that will have access to the accounts. So the master user is a very powerful user. It needs to be in the hands of the owner or the directors, you know, the one with the ultimate authority needs to have the master user, and then he or she will decide who will get access to the account. And that you can do through the end user. Can you go back and change the email? If you are referring to the email in the self-service portal section, yes, you can always go back. All you have to do is click on the link, the self-service portal link on the MCB online banking website, and log in with your credentials. You will get the menu, and then one of the options is to update your personal information. You go there, and then you change your email, and you're ready to go. Okay. Okay, this one is in Dutch, but I'll read it. Ik heb al een master user aangemaakt en nog geen end user. Echter inloggen in de master user lukt niet. Ik zal de MCB bellen voor nadere toelichting, want via de medium zal lastig zijn. Oh, oké. Ja. Ik zal u inderdaad aanraden om ons te bellen. 466-1021. Dat is de directe nummer van mijn team. Dus u kunt gerust die nummer bellen en dan zullen we u helpen met inloggen. With this new authentication method, it is basically impossible to perform internet banking quickly on a third-party PC when you are on vacation. Is that correct, or did I miss anything? And is it quick and simple? Okay, actually, it can be very quick and simple. So what I recommend is the platform offers a mobile banking app. With the mobile banking app, you can access with the 5-digit PIN number or facial recognition, and you have access like this to your account. Going on the browser, it's basically, instead of using the ePass, you just have to have your phone with you and type in the E-code. So to me, it's still easy, especially if you make use of the app. Do we also get in the record of the seminar sent by mail after the webinar? That is a very good question and suggestion. For now, I know that it will be available on the website, but that's something that we can look into. Is the Entra system obligated or optional? the Entrust system is obligated, because without an e-code, you cannot log in onto your accounts. And the e-code system that we currently use, is Entrust. So hi, this means I use my computer or laptop to pay through internet. I must have my telephone with me to get info or e-code to make the payment. Yes, if you install the Entrust on your phone, you would have to have your phone with you to make the payment. But again, you can install the Entrust on your computer itself, then you have it on the computer. It's possible to have both also as a backup, right? But for that, all you have to do is contact us, and then we will guide you through the process on how to do that. Can I download the Entrust app in different telephones for the different users be able to log in? Yes, yes. It is possible. One user can have a maximum of 3 tokens. So that is possible. But for more information about that, contact us. You can send us an email, and then we can call you back. That's also a possibility. Our email address is businessonline@mcb-bank.com. I cannot type the answers for the predefined questions. I'm not sure what you mean, but if the answers are not correct, contact us, and then we will assist you to give you an opportunity to reset this. Okay, so when I log in on my private account, will I see private and business accounts automatically, or do I have to add them? No, so basically everything will remain separate. So you're using one MCB mobile app, but you would have 2 profiles on them, or on the app. One for your personal, and then one for your business. And in order to access them, all you have to do is swipe to the left, and then you will see the other account appear. Once you have created an end user, can you add 1 or more other end users at every moment you wish for? Yes, that is exactly the flexibility that the master user provides. So you can add as many users as you would like. If they're not working anymore, you can discontinue. So yes. Ik heb 2 business accounts. Moet ik voor beiden dit hele proces doen? In principe, ja. Maar er is ook een mogelijkheid om beide bedrijven onder 1 master user te zetten. En op dit manier hoeft u alleen maar 1 keer dit hele proces te doen of te volgen. Where do I get the QR code that I need to scan in order to set up the Entrust app? Oh, okay. You have to be in your self-service portal, and then under activation options, you have to choose number 3, which is I would like to activate by using a QR code. And in that way, you will get the QR code in order to activate your Entrust. Is it now possible to see a payment from a client at the same moment my client paid? Yes, so okay. So basically, once everyone is stepped over on the new business platform, all payments should be processed right away. The only exception is, of course, international payments. But at the moment that everyone has been migrated over and activated, then you can say yes. If a client tells you, okay, I made the payment, you should be able to log in on your account and actually see the payment. Can you apply a time term for the user? Very good question, but no, that's not possible. You would have to log in again on the day that you want to discontinue it to deactivate it. Is it now possible to see a cash deposit I made at the Bankomatico the same day? Cash deposit made also on website can be seen the same day. Now I have to wait to the next business day. Okay, so cash deposit at the Bankomatico, that's not gonna change. They will appear on the account once they have been processed. But as for payments made online, if they're made through the Business Online platform, yes, you should see them right away. Okay. How do I receive the E-code? Okay, so basically, let me go back. So this is what you see once you're in the E-code generator, right? And the number, the 8-digit number on the top of the screen, that's your E-code. The circle that you see there with the 30 in it, that's a timer. It's 30 seconds. So every 30 seconds, you can see right now it's about to go to halfway, but every 30 seconds, the number, the 8-digit number resets. So you get a new number every 30 seconds. And that 8-digit number, that is what that is called the E-code. Okay, if my telephone breaks or is stolen, can I re-download the app for the token where I will find a new password a new password to download? Yes, if your telephone breaks, you can download the Entrust app again. You can do this by yourself by logging into the self-service portal, or you can always call us and then we can assist you with this. Bon dia. Why does the end user first time login have to be via mobile app? I don't intend using the mobile app. Okay, this is our recommendation because we know that the process is long already. It is possible to do the first time login for the end user on your computer. The only thing is you would have to go through the self-service portal process for the end user as well. So just take into account that, you know, it will take you much longer. Okay. Some tips to improve the new system: transfer the local list of addresses with their account number to the new system. It is very easy to make transfers that way. Yes. Templates. This is very important. I know this is a concern that most of our customers have. It is so that the templates are not migrated on the new platform. So this means that the reason for this is that the bank needs to be able to ensure the reliability and the correctness of the information on the new platform. And basically, this is why, after much consideration, the bank has decided to not migrate the templates over. You have two options actually, because you can build up your list as you make payments, And you also have the option to import everything, you know, prior to making payments. What we can do, or what we are able to do, is we can provide the template list to each customer in an Excel file. And then this way, they still have the information at hand once they are going to make a payment. Okay, if you would like to get this list, feel free to send us an email with your current direct business user. Of course, your name and telephone number, and then we will send you the template list. Okay. I also have a personal account. Are there charges for that account also? If you're referring to, if you're making a payment from your business account to your personal account, yes, you will be charged the 106. When will we receive the master user email that you talked about? Okay, in the event that you did not receive the email with the master user as yet, I recommend you to contact us right away. Send us an email. It might be that the email address that we have listed maybe was not up to date. So send us an email, again, with your current direct business user, your telephone number, your name, and the email address that we have to use to send the information to, and we will get the information to you right away. So don't hesitate. Do this right away. Oké, wij hebben het nieuwe online business systeem al geactiveerd. Echter, we kunnen nergens onze bankconnecties terugvinden. Hoe kan dat? Oké, yeah, I just answered that. That's the templates. So basically, the templates were not migrated, indeed. But we can provide you an Excel file with this information, and then you can build your templates, your template list as you go. So now you can choose a new limit on the account and another limit for the end user. Yes, that is possible. But please note that the limit for the end user, it has to be lower than the limit that you insert for the setup, for the account. There is no eco generator on the desktop version. That is correct. The eco generator is actually the entrust for the end user. Once you have the new system installed, you cannot use MCB Direct anymore. For a very short time frame still, you will be able to access the direct business. But as per July 1st, everything will be, the old system will be disconnected completely. Is there a way to block the usage on the mobile device and force desktop usage only? For the e-code, I will use the Entrust app. Yes, it is possible. Under the transaction type, so transaction management, you can uncheck the option for the end user to access the mobile app. Can you put future payments ready in the platform like you can do now? Yes, it is possible to schedule a payment as well. If I make a payment to Landsonvanger for 100 guilders, what will be the amount on the statement? It will be 100, and separately the 1 guilder, which is the charge, the actual charge, and the 06, which is the tax, will also be separate. So you would have 3 lines for one transaction. Okay. I just added a new user account, but when I want to set up the e-code, it says this resource is not available. Okay, for this specific question, I would say please contact us so we can look into it in more detail. What is preventing you to activate the e-code? So all end users have access to the account on their mobile phone. If they choose to do so, yes, they can. I did the process, but aren't able to pay in the new way yet. Is that correct? I still use the old method, or does something go wrong? No, the new platform is fully active, so you should be able to make payments. And if for some reason it's not going through, again, contact us, and then we will guide you to through the process. Who do I contact for additional assistance? You can call 466-1021. That's the Business Online Banking team. You can also send an email to us, businessonline@mcb-bank.com. Sometimes the lines can be tied up at times. So you can send us an email and then with your phone number, and then we can call you back. Okay, do you know if in this new business platform, can a client in Curacao who has a USD business account at MCB, can they send a local USD payment to another business in Curacao who also has a USD account, but at another local bank, so without it getting exchanged at first? A very good question. This is not, I would have to get back to you on that for sure. So you will be hearing from us on that part. Hi, is there an option for dual authorization? This platform at the moment offers only two-step verification. So someone would have to input the payment and someone would have to authorize it. It's not 3 steps yet. So hoe weet ik wie de master van een account is? Het is meestal de directeur of de eigenaar. Dus dat is iets, hoe zeg je dat? Het is iets, het is detailed. Dus send us an email and then we will look into it for you or provide you more details in regards to that. Standing orders currently in old platform would automatically migrate in new platform? Very good question. Thank you for that. No. So once the old platform is closed, it's canceled, everything will be removed. So you would have to insert the standing orders again. If you are the only user, you have to be a master user and end user? Yes. This is for MCB Business. Will there also be changes in MCB Direct Corporate? Yes, at some point in the future, not right away, but an upgrade for Direct Corporate is also planned. International transactions will be transferred the same day now, and the fees remain the same. The fees remain the same for international payments. No, international payments is still the same process, basically. Okay, in the self-service portal, when activating the master user for the first time, I need to use my old password from Direct Business, right? If so, it doesn't work. Yes, that is correct. You should use your current password from Direct Business. If it's not working, it is possible because the password rules for Direct Business and the new platform are not entirely the same. So that could be a reason why it's not accepting the current password. Simply call. You can call the contact center actually, and they can reset the password for you and give you a new temporary password. So you can use the app for personal and business accounts. That is correct. If you have a business online banking user, you can log in with it on the app as well. Where do I access my temporary password? Your temporary password should be the password you are currently using for Direct Business. The end user has the full right and full access on the system. The end user decides what the master user can do, right? Because it was a bit confusing in the webinar. No, it's the other way. So the master user decides what the end users can do. But the master user itself does not have access to make payments or anything else. Can the two platforms be used together for the same time for some time? Yes, a very short time. But once the new one is activated, it's recommended to just go ahead and start, making payments with it and getting used to it. Okay. On the mobile app, I have now a PIN to enter for business accounts. Can I change that to biometrics? For my private account, I use fingerprint. No, unfortunately, the biometrics is only available for the first registered account, let's say. So all accounts after that you have registered on one device would have to make use of the PIN. And on that note, you can have 5 profiles on one device. Must all the users use the same passwords to log in? No. Each end user will get its own temporary password in order to log in the first time. And then once they log in, they can create their own password. Master user and final user could have the same email? Yes, of course. Hi, good morning. Can I still use MCB Direct platform for a while until I register to the new? A very short while. A very short while. Okay. So unfortunately, we have reached our time limit. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here. I hope the information helps. We will have this available on the website very soon. Again, here you can see our information. One quick reminder, do not give out your personal information, your password and your login details to anyone. The bank would never ask you for that, unless you actually call us or come in for assistance. So thank you again for being here and have a pleasant day.